Everyone, Daniel here. I'm an addiction and recovery specialist, creator of the relationship model of addiction, and I am a relationship trainer. Speaking of which, I wanted to talk to you a little bit now about a couple of relationship training opportunities coming your way, and these are for singles and focusing on dating. I've always been asked the question when I am doing these classes, these workshops, I'm always asked the question, well, you're married 30 years, aren't you? Yeah. And so what do? You're into dating? You don't date. So what are you talking about dating? And are you into dating? The answer is probably I'm not really that into dating. However, I'm going to tell you now how it fits for me that I'm going to be working with singles and on dating right now. That when I look at my relationship, yes, I am married upwards of 30 years. And I marvel at the relationship that I have with my wife, Taya, and that we're able to grow and deepen our relationship all these years, it's continuing to deepen and grow as I speak to you now. And I think about all that we accomplished and how great and gratified I feel in this relationship. And so all the things that I'm looking at that I appreciate and I marvel at about that goes on in my relationship right now, I realize that those qualities, whatever makes our relationship work and how we connect, were evident the first time we met. The very first time we met, there was a connection that I had there. There was a seed planted that grew into what it was today. And it's that seed that I am here to talk about. It's so now with this realization, I've kind of studied and focused and concentrated on that fact that what I have going on with my wife right now started and was evident the first time we met. So I realize that relationships continue from where they begin. And it begins the first time you meet someone. So what I realized, and also when I think about this and marvel at it, what is most astounding to me and what is the basic premise of all this work that I'm going to be doing on singles and relationships and dating is that I understand relationships to be a creation. Taya and I created this together, and relating is a creative process. So as with any creative process or art form, there are principles and theories and the creative process that you need to learn and understand. And of course, to get proficient and to get really good, you have to practice a lot. So this is what I'm doing now in order to accomplish these two areas of teaching and training, the head part, the theoretical part, and then also to back that up with like more of an advanced training workshop, the dating to relate. So there are two upcoming, beginning in August, I'm going to be starting a live teleseminar called The First Time You Meet Someone. And in this presentation, in this workshop, it's going to be one time a week for 10 weeks, an hour, but you're going to have me. It's going to be live for 10 weeks, 1 hour a week. And in this workshop, in this training, it's going to be mostly didactic. I'm going to be talking to you just so you get the theoretical part of it down, so you understand what you're doing when you're with someone for the first time and you're relating. And I have maybe 10, 12, 13, 14 different principles that I'm going to be talking about, so you understand what you're doing. You understand the process. You understand the challenges. You understand what you're dealing with when you're going out in the world and you're meeting someone for the first time. Whether you're dating or you're not, you're still going to be meeting. The relationships begin from the first time you meet someone. So you need to be prepared. You need to be dialed in. And this is what this live teleseminar is going to do. It's going to dial you in and prepare you so you're prepared all the time whenever you meet someone, whether you're dating or not. And then part two, the more advanced for this, is going to be the practice and the intensive training practice in a workshop that I call Dating to Relate. And this is a workshop that I'm reviving now. I've done this, I created this and developed this and done this a lot about 15 years ago. And I just got inspired. I just got inspired to bring this back again and kind of tweak it a little bit, improve it a little bit. But basically, the intensive training part of it is it's kind of, think of it like dating therapy. This is going to be a heterosexual workshop where there's going to be an even number of men and women, whether it's 8, 10, or 12 people, 4 men, 5 men, 6 men, 4 women, 5 women, 6 women. So it's a dating therapy process where you go out with people and other participants in the group. You go out on actual dates with them, 2 or 3 hours you spend together talking and kind of feeling each other and seeing, you know, what kind of connection there is. But then you come back to the group process and you have debriefing sessions where you talk to each other directly about your experience being together. And in this process, where you get me to facilitate the way you handle yourself and the way you relate and the way you respond to someone responding to you, you look at how you deal with sexual attraction, you look at how authentic you are, you look at how honest you are, you look at your judgments, you look at the things that increase your interest and decrease your interest, and how you respond and change according to your increase or decrease of interest. You're going to get an awful lot. So all of these things to combine together, you are going to become a very proficient relator. And if that's what you want, that means you're going to be ready to go. Anytime you meet someone, you're going to be open and your connectivity potential is going to skyrocket. And you're going to feel good about yourself, and you're going to feel good about what you're doing. This, like, the idea also is to turn dating. Every time you meet someone and you have a relating encounter, there's an opportunity to learn and grow. So each one of these encounters are part of a training ground, as well as a real opportunity to connect with someone that you're going to have, you could develop a relationship with. So you have these two. You have the when you meet someone for the first time live webinar beginning in August, and then after that, I want to see the people who really want to continue and get really proficient in their relating skills, to then follow that up and do the more intensive practice, experiential training process of dating to relate. Okay, so go to my website. If you're interested in this, just go to my website. I have more information for you to sign up. I have an article there. I have an article there at my Relationship Vision website, where you're going to look at when you meet someone for the first time. I have a short article there for you to read, just for you to learn, just start learning about what the workshop's going to be about and about me. You could sign that up. You could sign up at my website, Relationship Vision. So until then, until I see you again, relationshipvision.com. You have to go to my website and you'll see both of these workshops there, and much more information about them there for you to read. Okay, so until I see you again, be well, and hope to be a part of your growth and finding the deepest, strongest, most fulfilling love and intimacy in your life.